Well, Jeremy, my goodness.
You sound like my father.
No, that's not. No, my language is clean. All right.
I want to hear it.
Well, hi everybody. I want to thank you for attending our monthly Brotherhood going away. I'm Paul Yamshin. You guys know me, the BCC Brotherhood president, and I have the dubious honor of wishing our former Brotherhood president, Jeremy Smith, adios. You know, it's not too difficult a task to make a speech about Jeremy. There's just simply too much to talk about. Opinionated, irreverent, funny, complicated, unique, yeah, maybe. But just as a life, he made quite an impact during his time with Brotherhood and as president. So before I share a few personal thoughts, I would just like to read some messages that I got from people who couldn't be here or who were just too shy. Jeremy, from the 2019-2020 BCC Board of Directors, goodbye. We will miss trying to avoid you. Where are you? Oh, there you are. From Mark Yarkin, our secretary. Best way to describe a Jeremy-led board meeting. I may have kept the minutes, but we sure lost a lot of hours. From Mary Jo Smith, Jeremy's wife. Jeremy and I aren't competitive. I don't know where that came from. I was on the Sisterhood board. Jeremy was on the Brotherhood board. I was president of Sisterhood. Jeremy was president of Brotherhood. I was president of the Temple. Jeremy decides to move to Portland. This is from Jody Udine and Lonnie Barish, who could not be here tonight, but they're part of the Katie's Corners Breakfast Club.
Jody's here.
Jody shouldn't be here. We let him come.
Goodbyes are not the end. Do not believe for even a second you'll never pay for meals again. And this is from Bob Slomowitz.
Bob.
Hey, Putz, sitting on the stoop. Oh, you want to take in there? Think you're going to grill me like that? Forget about it. You guys slept the pie? Dead ass. Which is Bronx 4. I met with Jeremy at my house. It was intense and he asked a lot of questions, but it worked out. Are you guys going to pick up the pizza? We're okay. You know what? I forgot something very important that I will give to Jeremy, but how many of you, just as a show of hands, either follow Jeremy on Facebook or were part of the Temple focus groups? Oh, that's a good part of you. Well, interestingly enough, in the Temple focus groups, there was an overwhelming request that the Temple actually install Tesla chargers. Now, finding out that 30%, like this guy right here, of members own Teslas, and we all know how Jeremy feels about Elon Musk and Tesla. Our beloved treasurer of the Brotherhood, who is now ahead of the Danville Tesla car club, Bert Feldstein has a parting gift for you, and I have it.
You bought me a Tesla?
And I have it in my gasoline car, and I will bring it to you. So, Jeremy, I want to thank you for everything you've done for the Brotherhood. Under your leadership, the Brotherhood prospered. We had a lot of great events, including the last 2019 men's getaway, which we hope will return in 2023. I thought the breakfasts at Katie's Corners were the best until the check came. You hosted most of the gatherings at your lovely home. You introduced new policies that kept kept our before times events from losing money. You made everyone feel welcome. When the temple board came to you for help, you presented the case to the Brotherhood board and came through every time. I know you are dealing with a lot of health issues and have stress from building a new successful business from scratch. But through it all, you kept your sense of humor and unique outlook on life. You are on your third consecutive term, 6th year on the board when I approached you about taking over midterm. You expressed confidence in me. You were gracious. You answered every phone call and email from me in a friendly and professional manner.
I just want to say, I thought I said, after you called, I said, are you serious? You want to be president? I said, thank God.
You always passed along good advice. Our styles may be different, but our goal has always been the same, to provide this great temple with a vibrant men's group. So you're off to Portland. Do you know what they call 2 straight days of rain in Portland? The weekend. Good luck, Jeremy. We'll miss you. And from one XLA to another, GDB.
Thank you. Are you going home?
He's done here. He's working in the bathroom.
Speech.
All right, I'll say something or two.
Well, we should wait for Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, let's wait for Paul. God forbid Paul misses something.
It's a pack of D-cell batteries from Costco.
Oh, good, I can return them.
I think Paul got him the Cybertruck.
Porsche, there is no such.
There's no way I'm leaving.
This is from Bert to you.
Oh my God.
Wear it proudly in Portland.
Well,
God's father.
I will use
that
it.
is so apropos.
I will use this to pick up crap from the dogs in the backyard.
Oh, that's actually pretty funny. That guy's never made a deadline yet.
No, he hasn't. But, you know, that's very. Thank you very much.
That is
Whatever
really
idea
cool.
this was, I know it wasn't Paul's. It was yours. But, well, it's been a great time here, and when I first came here, you know, Jody was one of the first people I met, and I've known Jody for a very long time, longer than I think anybody, and it, you know, the whole Brotherhood.
The whole time.
But we don't see each other that often anymore, so the pandemic's been good for our relationship. so it's helped extend it. So you know, it's easy to call yourself a brotherhood. It's much harder to really be a brotherhood. And you know, no matter what it's been over the years, whether it's, you know, Martin helping me with a conversation about business, Rabbi Dan on, you know, how to learn how to forgive people that have done atrocious things to you, and probably some things I deserve. You know, people have always been there for me here and for everybody, and that's rare in life, that you really get an opportunity to be with a group of people. You know, when I was selling my business, well, it was my brother and I, you know, I had a lot of questions, and I was able to go to Martin and talk to him about that. But, you know, one of the most important things to me is the word, and everybody that I've met here, except for one person, you know, has always kept their word. You can figure out who it was. And when I remember I was invited, it was in 2010, I believe, or 2011, to the event when they showed the Monday Night Football game, 49er game against the New York Giants in the temple, and they had it up on the big screen, which made you look like you were at the top of Oakland Stadium. You could hardly see anything on it. The picture was so poor, but everybody from New York, you could tell, because they were all like, "Oh fuck!" you know. But I was talking with some people about buying a house in San Ramon and how excited we were. And this guy comes over to me who I didn't really know, and it was Ralph Blyer, and he says, "So you bought a home?" And I said, "Yeah, I did." And he said, "Well, what's wrong with me?" And I said, "What? What are you talking about?" He says, "You know, I'm in the real estate business." And I said, "No, I didn't know." And I said, "But I will tell you this: when I do finally sell my house in San Ramon, I will go to you, and you will sell my house, and that's my word to you." And so when we put our house up for sale, I immediately called this young man and said, I shared with him the story because I always respected Ralph, and he was an incredible human being, and he represented everything in my mind about the Brotherhood. And I really cared about him and spent a lot of time talking to him because we could talk about our illnesses and life in general. But you know, and that's really what, you know, to me the Brotherhood's always been about, and that's not something that's easy to build. There's been a lot of people that along the way, Barry has done an incredible job, you know, with the Brotherhood over the years, and so has everybody on the board. I, you know, as Paul said, I don't always agree with every decision, which is a shock, but it's been great. And you know, I always say Sam Furman is like the Cliff Clavin. You know, he can tell you what type of mule that Patton shot on the side of the road.
Use this information.
I mean, he's got amazing stories when you listen to him. And Gararv is, you know, I didn't know who the heck he was when he first started coming here and stuff. And he's a great guy. And, you know, Glenn Sampson, I was riding with him in a car and up on the ski trip, and we had a great time. And he said, turn up the radio. And I turned it up, and it was up. And then he says, move out of the way. And he went to some Aerosmith song, and I said, "This is a guy who meditates." but everybody, it's been great getting to know you. You know, it's a real miss from the pandemic not being able to go to the ski trips because Mike Murphy, I had no idea how funny he was, and even Bobby, in all of his various stages and moods, is one of the best guys. I love him. He's incredible to hang out with, and I always look forward to the trips and seeing what Bobby was going to do and what tricks he would play on people, you know. And so we always had that to look forward with Bobby, and Ted's always been great. And I remember the one year where he had just come back from some big trip, and he was showing everybody at the table all of the beautiful photographs from where he had traveled from. And it just, you know, made the experience that much better. So I'm going to miss everybody, but we will come back as soon as I can fly on airplanes again, which is hopefully soon. And all that good stuff. And Sandy, I still love you. Take care, and hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you.